It's an expression of cultural pride and passion. The culmination of months of practices by groups from all over the Cook Islands and its diaspora. Groups take to the stage to tell their stories through movement and song, proudly representing their waka and henua.
When I hear the manihiki drums, something inside me just, the spine tingling na te radio e. Me rungo kio na rutsu a te manihiki rakahanga. Mahara tayo na tupuna o mātou. It takes me back to our ancestors. My mom performed on the stage, back in the rā. So to be able to mono her and my dad as well, and to hear the same beats that, they created, now being carried down from generation to generation, it's just incredible.
It means knowing who I am, showing my culture, my heritage. It means a lot to me. My language, my tupuna, that's what Te Maeva Nui means to me. It's showing people to who I am and where manihiki come from.
Nearly 1,500 performers are taking part in Te Maeva Nui. As well as the performing arts, there's a traditional games competition, a relatively new fixture on the festival calendar. There's also a trade day for local and outer island vendors, a chance to mix and mingle and just to chat.
And back in the days when the outer islanders came in, and that was pretty much every year, it was an opportunity to catch up with cousins that we don't know about, with uncles and aunties that have been away for a very long time. And it's very much the same today. Getting all our friends and families from Pukapuka, from Manihiki, not just to hug and kiss and reignite relationships, it's also to talk story, to find out how things are and how the homelands are. So it's an opportunity to look back and reflect, and then put face to face again, understand where everyone is.
But it's the performance program spread over 10 nights at the National Auditorium which brings the groups who go all out to leave their mark. And it's up to the guardians of the culture to make sure it meets the required standard, although it's always a challenge to remain true.
We're having to rely on our orators, our choreographers, our costume designers. In fact, we've had many workshops leading up to the festival this year, where we've vigorously defended traditional costumes, while also appreciating that we live in a changing time, that our diaspora is bigger than those here in Rarotonga. So understanding how far we can push the line, but remaining grounded on what our people call Cook Islands culture. Nowadays, when the kids are, the attention span is on this and they're open to the rest of the world, we've got to be careful how much we change and lose what you have and what we have.
Despite the concerns over the culture, there's acknowledgement that the festival has a positive impact on young Cook Islanders, especially those who live overseas.
We're saying that we're the cradle of Cook Islands culture, but I'm extremely pleased to see the efforts that our kids, Rakahanga, these kids probably come home once or twice in the last 30 years, and their language is intact, the singing is intact. In fact, the dancing is probably more truer than what we do here. My hope is that we get bigger. We become reflective of the 300,000 Cook Islanders that live in this world today, not just the 16,000 here, that the festival becomes truly reflective of the diaspora. Wherever our people are, they need to celebrate. And whatever version of Cook Islands culture they have, and whatever they've held on to, bring it home. Bring it home, and it's a chance that we can then use Te Maeva Nui as a platform to put things right or improve on things that we may have gotten wrong.